Pay attention.
The Omen in 1976 is one of the most haunted film productions in history. Movie producer Harvey Bernard did not expect the strange set of occurrences that would string together and earn The Omen a reputation as one of the most cursed productions in film history.
The scriptures from the book of Revelations that someday an Antichrist will come to turn man against man, brother against brother, till man exists no more.
According to the Los Angeles Times, an advertising executive named Robert Munger had approached him with an idea involving the Antichrist. Munger pitched the concept with caution. Bernard said he warned us that he thought the devil didn't want us to make this film, nor have it go public. However, in later interviews, both Munger and Bernard recalled how they predicted the curse in these early moments. Munger recalls his words of warning. I said, if you make this movie, you are going to have some serious problems. If the devil's greatest single weapon is to be invisible, and you are going to do something which is going to take away his invisibility to millions of people, he's not going to want that to happen. Bernard recalled, the devil was at work and he did not want that film made.
He said, look, he says, if you guys go ahead and make this movie, before you are done, you will believe the devil exists. And he was absolutely right.
The trouble ignited before the film even began production. The perceived catalyst was tragic suicide of lead actor Gregory Peck's son, who had shot himself in the head in June 1975, just 2 months before the first days on set. When Gregory Peck flew to London for the role, his plane was struck by lightning. A few weeks later, executive Mark Newfield boarded a flight from Los Angeles. Oddly enough, his plane was also struck by lightning. Still, the production of The Omen pushed forward. Bernard began wearing a cross on the set, however. At one point, the team had hired a small plane for some aerial filming, but the vessel was switched over to another client at the last minute. The plane reportedly crashed on takeoff, hitting a flock of birds, and crashed on an emergency landing into a car that killed the wife and 2 children of that pilot. More ominous circumstances seemed to plague the production. Newfield, whose plane had already been struck by lightning, was staying at the London Hilton with his wife. The building was bombed by an Irish Republican army in September of that year. The film's initial release was an obvious choice, June 6, 1976, or 6/6/76. In August of that year, a special effects genius named John Richardson got in a terrible car accident. In terms of The Omen, Richardson had executed a particularly gruesome decapitation scene. Richardson had survived his car accident in Holland, but his passenger assistant, Liz Moore, hadn't been so fortunate. She had been beheaded. According to local reports, a sign in the vicinity clocked the distance to a nearby town, which was Omen, 66.6 kilometers. Even after the film was finished, the curse seemed to live on.